What's going on, guys? Vuxxy here, and we're going to do a review on the Bloody V3MA gaming mouse. Now, if you don't know already, I am sponsored by BloodyTech, and I'm doing this review as an experience video from my old mouse to this new V3 mouse, and letting you know, unbiased, how I feel about this amazing mouse. Oops, spoiler alert. Alright, so you can see it's going to come in a nice Velcro opening box, which is similar to how, some of the fancy video games come with the cool snappy Velcro, and it explains a lot of nice stuff about the mouse, its core features. Speaking of core, it's going to come with the Ultra Core 3 activated on this mouse. It is freaking amazing. So if you're an FPSer, you really need to check this out. It has anti-recoil action on it, and you can fine-tune it to your gameplay. So once you play it, you can actually record and map how your gameplay is, and it will specifically go to your style. It has 3 different settings, which I will show you once I whip the mouse out. That's pretty much it for right now. You can steal my serial key, and here's the sides of it. You got the powered by A4 Tech and a bunch of freaking languages. So that's it for that. If you're wondering what it comes in, it's going to come in this awesome red and clear slippity slide case. All right, so the contents you're going to get is 2 of these bloody stickers. I only have 1. God knows where the other one is. All right, so that's cool. You can stick that on your case, your laptop, your little sister's face, whatever you want to do. Now it's going to come with a Bloody software download card. It's going to take you to a website where you can download the software to run your mouse and access all that fine tuning for anti-recoil and remap your binds, etc., mess with your DPI. And the last thing it's going to have inside, besides the actual mouse, is this nice headshot pamphlet, which is going to go into various details about that headshot feature I was telling you with that Core 3 activated. It is freaking amazing. There's the back side of it, going over the different modes with the colors. You're saying, oh man, this mouse is LED. Yes, it is. So this is the V3 gaming mouse from Bloody. As you can see, it is LED lit up red right now. And we'll go ahead and put it this way, and you will see the hand is actually pulsating red. That means it's plugged in and good to go. Go ahead and let you check that out. So that's the pulse feature, and you can see the mouse wheel is actually red LED lit up right now. And if we hit the in button, it's going to go green, and the 3 is going to go yellow. Might look a little orange right now with the lighting. And these are the different modes. They're actually going to allow you to do things such as the anti-recoil. So one's regular, and it's going to be that anti-recoil, and then you have the burst fire mode. And you can also change the DPI on the fly by just double clicking the buttons. I believe any of them work, but you can just do the number 1, and it's going to start blinking red right now. You can see it kind of pulsating. When it's doing that, all you have to do is scroll up or down on the mouse wheel itself, and you can change the DPI. To make your DPI specific to what you want, there's 5 different settings you can have on your DPI, and you can change that in the Bloody software. So you can set it whatever you want, like 200, 400, 800, 1500, 3000. All right, and there's the front view. It's had a real nice texture to it, real smooth. I don't know how long it would probably last, but I'd say a pretty good time. It's almost got like a real soft, smooth leather feel to it. So I wouldn't think it would wear very easily. All right, we'll show you the side now, and you can see the mouse buttons. And this is one of my favorite things about this mouse is I have a small to medium sized hand. So when I use this mouse, which I will show you, and I have my hand on it, it's like perfect for me. And the side button is actually perfectly where my thumb is, and I barely have to reach back to hit the second one. Now that to me is a big thing. I love that. On top of that, the mouse is actually pretty light. I wouldn't say it's super light, but it's between medium and light. And this is really great because it's not sliding all over the place. It has just enough weight to it where you're not flipping it around everywhere, but you can precisely control it, surgically control this mouse. It is freaking amazing. It is awesome. And you can see the nice grips on the side, which are actually into the mouse. And that's hard plastic right there. It's not going to be soft like the top. But the actual buttons right here, the click buttons, are soft just like the base of the mouse. Now here's the bottom. You can see the X glide pads, which have amazing abrasion testing to them, so they're not going to wear out super fast. You also notice there is a braided cable So it's not going to be just plain old rubber that could damage easily. And it's also going to have the red and black texture, which is going to match that whole theme of Bloody. So you're going to have that nice look to it. The mouse wheel, you can feel the clicks on it, but it doesn't move super easy, but it doesn't have that tension that at least I don't like. On certain mice have that, it's like too much tension to where it's like you're pulling on it. So this is like perfect. Like a lot of things about this mouse is like perfect. Like it's not too much on one side, at least for me. When you compare it to my old mouse, which is the G9X, I'm gonna put it right down there. This is a claw grip mouse and it has weights inside of it. And even without the weights, it's just so heavy for me. And I got it because, again, I have small hands, so I like that claw grip. Now, this mouse doesn't have LED or anything like that, and it was my favorite mouse. But there's some things I didn't like about it. Now, the side buttons are a little small and they stick out pretty far, which requires a hell of a click. The Bloody mouse is very easy to click down on. It's a very gentle click, but something you wouldn't fat finger. So again, like I said, it's like perfectly in the middle, just where you'd want it to be at. Another thing with this mouse is the scroll wheel it has that too much of a clicky feel where it actually makes noise. Where the Bloody mouse is pretty quiet and it just has a better roll to it. The Logitech does have a braided cable, but it's a lot more easy to bend than the Bloody mouse. It has more of a resistance to it. But again, I'll go ahead and put these side by side. That's a comparison. That's my old mouse right here. And that's the new one, the V3. I'll also hold them up. You can see the V3 is a little bit taller. You know, no hate to Logitech. It was a great mouse while it lasted. And by last, I don't mean it messed up. I just found a better one that I prefer a lot more. I'm a picky gamer. My gear, I pick out specifically and take my time and find something that fits me perfectly. My mouse is one of the major things, and my keyboard as well. I really fell in love with this V3. It looks so simple, like when you compare it to something like the R8, which has this crazy graphics and it's wireless and just, it looks a lot more, you know, fancy than this V3, right? This V3, it looks like a basic mouse, but it is a hell of a surprise. You wouldn't, the looks are deceiving. Like, it might look basic, but this thing rips. Like, I love this while gaming. Can't say it enough. Another great feature for the Bloody mice is that core technology, which you can go into FPSs and have that anti-recoil. You just tap these right here and you go in these different modes, and you got burst fire mode, which is gonna go pap, 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 and just shoot 3-round bursts. It also always reloads for you automatically at the end of each clip, so you don't even have to hit the reload button, and you're gonna have that precise shot. It's pretty sweet. I'm not a big FPS player, but I did hop in Counter-Strike and had a blast with this. This thing was freaking amazing. As an MMO player, which I am, and I do play some MOBAs as well, and you can remap even these buttons right here, the 1 and 3, and of course the side buttons. And it has an MMO mode on it, which I believe is the Core 1, and then you have Core 2, which is a mixture of, you know, strategy games and FPS, and you have Hardcore FPS, which is Core 3. So guys, that is the V3 review. That is my experience from going from the G9X series Logitech mouse to the V3 BloodyTech mouse. And I must say, I have been using the Bloody mouse for about 3 weeks now. I'm in love with it. I don't see me going back to Logitech, at least anytime soon. And I'm really looking forward to the new series from Bloody and trying them out. It's funny, you know, when I get that V8 or V7 and play around with it, or even the Terminator series, I just have this feeling that they're going to be awesome mice, but I'm just always going to want to go back to this simple yet amazing V3. Well, that wraps up the review on the V3 Bloody Gaming Mouse. Remember to use code Vuxxy to get 10% off your entire purchase on our web shop, and check the description below for all the linking goodies. If you're interested in more reviews and gaming content, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, this was Vuxxy, and I'll see you next video.